name is Caleb Bowen. I'm 32 years old, originally from Hurricane, West Virginia, but now live in Huntington. See, I coach Marshall University cross country, the head cross country coach, assistant track coach. And yeah, I like ultra running, like stacking miles, just getting out in the woods, man. So, we got 2 races coming up. I have the Hurricane 100K, September 6th. It's a local race, it's really fun. It's 6 loops on a 10-mile mountain bike course. So it's really mentally tough more than anything. But there's a big prize purse. It's gonna be super competitive this year. A lot of great guys coming. So it'll be a really good test to see where I'm at. And just excited to see where that fitness is. It's had a great build up so far. And I mean, after coming off a Labrum Tear, I needed something to get that confidence up and get a good, long race stimulus out of it. But that's ultimately like the pre-race for the real race, which is Javelina 100, golden ticket. And I'm just super stoked for that one. Like, I obviously would love a golden ticket, but more like super excited just to race. Some of the best people in the world. I figure David Roche would be there. A lot of other really great athletes, great runners. And like, as long as I have a good race and have a good plan and execute the plan, I'm gonna be pretty happy with it, regardless of how it actually, how it goes or not. Like, you can never dictate what other people do, but you can always get the best out of yourself. And like last year, had a great race, I thought. I fell apart the last 2 laps. So this goal this year is to hold strong laps 5 and 6, or 4 and 5. So that's the goal. I want to defeat the desert. See if I can. So the main part of the injury was like in January. So it went from like 0 to 5 miles to 10 miles. 15, and I just gradually built up to over 100. So my Strava line for all spring looked really cool, just a straight, perfect incline. But since then, I was able to do a 40-mile race. Took some down weeks after that, recovered, and ever since then, I've had this will be the 5th 100+ mile week I've had. So training's been looking good. Been able to do some really good workouts with the boys and keep it going with our Marshall cross country team. So I'm just really excited where my fitness is at right now. Like yesterday I was able to do 8 miles at 5:30 pace pretty easily. And just going to keep stacking workouts like that. Hopefully get a little bit longer, a little bit faster. Mix in some intervals, steady states and stuff like that. But yeah, no, I think fitness wise I'm in a really good spot right now. So we'll see how it goes. See if we can pull together a good 6 looper at the Hurricane 100K. So that's a good question because I've been trying some different stuff out. And what I think I want to go with is just the Flow Gel by Precision. It's a big 300 carb little package, and I'm going to put that into a soft flask, and I'm just going to switch soft flasks every 1 to 2 laps, and then everything else will probably just be electrolyte drinks, but without carbohydrates or calories. Because I always have a little bit of tough time drinking too much calories, and I get really full, bloated feeling. So I think if just sticking with gel and like water or electrolytes only, that'll probably be the key. But it's definitely just a trial run as well for Javelina, since it'll probably still be hot and humid. Well, it'll be humid at Hurricane. So that's kind of the plan. I'll definitely have some backups. Have some Santa Madre carbohydrate drinks on the ice, just waiting, just if I need them. And I'll also bring a couple other gels as well. But hopefully the stomach feels good, and we'll just go from there. Well, Hurricane's my hometown, so I love coming back to those trails and being able to run at a place where I call home. It means a lot, especially an ultra. I mean, heck, I ran Marshall Marathon because that's where my home is too, quite a bit. And it just means more to me to be able to defend the home turf. But yeah, I mean, I think they do a great job with those trails, with the race itself. Good race director. He pulls out the red carpet. He makes sure that everything's as dialed in as possible. And it's a tough day, but it shows like the beauty of the community of Hurricane and how much they want to welcome runners and outdoor enthusiasts to the area. So it's something I want to come back to as much as I can. It's just a hard time of year. September is so tough. You got so many races, so many big plans in the fall, so it's a tough one to work in your schedule, but I recommend everybody do it at least once because it's fun. So, still trying to figure out the whole kit, but I was able to wear the John G lined half tights last week for 32 miles. Oh my gosh, they felt so good. So I think I'm switching over to a half tight guy. And I think that's going to be the move for the 100K and hopefully Javelina as well. I'll definitely be wearing naked belt here, and then I'm not sure about the top yet, so still going through a couple different shirts. I bought a couple John G singlets, or tank tops I guess, and a short sleeve. But I might just go shirtless after like loop 3, so we'll see. But, and then the Aldi socks, you can't go wrong with them. They're compression socks from Aldi. They cost me like $10. They've been my go-to since like 2021. They feel great, so they'll be in my sock quiver. And then shoe-wise, probably these. So these are the On Cloud Ultra Pros. So far, they feel super good. The put a little heel lock on the right shoe so that my Achilles doesn't rub. Yeah, so far they feel great. So I think on those trails they'll do really well, but probably even more so for Javelina because it's definitely a quicker shoe. It's one that I think for like the second half of Javelina, where it's like a lot of downhill dirt, single track and double track, this is gonna fly. So yeah, I think that's the move. Just gotta figure out the top. I don't know. I need to find one. So I'm hoping I have the men and women's cross country team. A lot of them are going to be volunteering at the aid stations, and they'll cycle in and out. But I might pluck like 2 or 3 of them and have them be my crew, and that way I can teach them everything what they need to do in a couple days prior, and they'll get like 8 hours of community service hopefully by just crewing me. So it should be fun. Yeah, because like my dad might be running a relay leg. My mom might be there. Lindsay might be there, might not be, I'm not sure. So probably have to depend on the little cross country kids to get me through this. Ooh, so I think it's going to be about being consistent for each loop, and maybe trying to negative split like the last loop, because it's so easy to go too fast too early on that loop, because it's a bit more flowy than the other course that they have, you know, on even years. So this is an odd year, so it's a little more, they call it the flow course. So being really consistent, just being strong, and just not trying to do everything to not blow up will be a big key. So just managing heat, nutrition, fuel, hydration, and then mentality too. It's a course where you can make up time as long as you're feeling good in the last couple loops. Like even if you get down early, you can make up some time. So just being strong mentally will be huge for this race.